And one of the fun things about our room is that it does look out on Tchoupitoulas, so we can see some of the floats going by. And you're probably wondering, why am I looking out the window at a parade going by instead of being down in the street? And that's because we have the Bacchus ball tonight. So I have actually come back to the hotel to get ready for that after the Bon Voyage party where we saw the riders off. And so I am turning around, getting all dressed in the ball gown and getting ready to go back to the convention center. But before I head out, I did stop by Cafe du Monde and I picked up some beignets. So these are still a little bit warm. You see they're covered in powdered sugar. So I'm gonna have a little snack and then head on over to the Bacchus ball. So here's a few of my Mardi Gras ball staples. Whether you're going to the Superdome after Endymion or to the convention center after Bacchus, you're going to want to keep in mind how you're going to manage all of your throws. So first I have a bag here. I have this bag to keep the throws in that are received. So obviously we'll be catching beads, frisbees, all kinds of crazy things coming off these floats. I hear they're throwing toothbrushes this year as well. Even though I'm meeting a crew member and he will have bead bags with him, he's going to be on the floats parading around, and I want to have a place to keep these throws so that they're not sitting on the table where we're going to be eating our dinner. Next, I have this really nice shawl, and this one happens to be embroidered and beaded. You can see it has little peacocks on it. It's quite gorgeous. And that is, of course, to help me out if I get a little bit chilly. The convention center and Superdome temperature can vary. You know, it might be a little bit chilly one day, it might be warm the next year, so it's always good to come prepared. And this is something you can fold over the back of your chair if you want to go out and dancing. Then I have a shrug because you just never know how the taxi line is going to be at the end of this event. Depending on when you leave, there may be a long line, and our hotel is close enough that we can walk back. So it's nice to have a little shrug just in case the weather is a little bit chillier. And then finally, I have this little purse, which is actually a cell phone style purse. It is a crossbody bag. You can tell by the chain that's attached to it. And this is really important because if you want to dance on the dance floor, but you have to bring your vaccine card, IDs, cash, maybe lipstick, other things with you, you don't have to worry about leaving it at the table. You can just take it with you, head out to the dance floor, and really have a great time. My other helpful tip is that while it's a ball and you are wearing ball gowns, it's also a big party, and so it's important to wear something comfortable. I tend to go for a wedge because they're easy to walk in, easy to dance in, and sometimes there can be long taxi lines that make it difficult. So if I need to walk back to the hotel from the convention center, I know I can hoof it in these. So I do recommend a comfortable shoe. For the Bacchus ball, you do have to remember to bring your ticket, and then in our particular seating area, we have VIP, so we have these little bracelets that we need to wear to allow us to get into our table section. The doors open at 7, and if you are bringing a cooler because you don't have VIP and you need to bring your own beverages and food, I highly recommend getting there at 7 because you'll want to be able to have first access to your table before people start settling in. Otherwise, it's difficult to navigate with the cooler. The other thing to keep in mind is table placement. Depending on where you are, you will need to cross the parade routes to get to your table, and you do want to make sure you're at that table before the parade starts. Because once the parade starts, it is very difficult to cross over. So if you are on the far side where the stage is, or on the side adjacent to the stage, you definitely want to get there before the parade actually enters the building. And if you're with somebody who is on the crew, chances are you'll already have some throws that you can wear to the ball.